Clive Mr Ibiza Pinnock was known around Manchester and also abroad. The dad was said to have had a passion for motorbikes and was said to have performed a wheelie on his Kawasaki bike moments before it collided with a black BMW. Now tragically, Clive Pinnock had died on August 2020. Now Clive was famously described as a danger to the general public, as he was jailed for 11.5 years for giving into his primal and animalistic urges when he bladed 2 drinkers in 2 separate incidences. He was also said to have a Jekyll and Hyde personality, and make no misconceptions, he was also a gangster. In the first incident, Clive, who was also known to have a reputation for having anger issues, had been drinking at the courtyard. Mixing drinks is never a good idea, but it was said that Clive had gone out on a binge session at the establishment in Manchester city centre. Now after drinking, Clive and the other person got into an argument on Cambridge Street. The 2 men squared up to each other, face to face, nose pressing against nose on the grass verge, and the victim, spurred on by the courage of drink, made a comment that he could not take back, along the lines of, "If you're gonna do something, then do it." Now Clive had taken out a blade that he regularly kept on his persons and then bladed the victim, jabbed, poked, swiped. The incident was reported to the police, and in the aftermath, Clive had not been arrested, but he was classified as a wanted man. Now despite being a wanted man, Mr Ibiza had been, quote, hiding in plain sight by still acting and getting up to mischief while drinking and being out and about. On a separate occasion, Clive had joined 2 strangers and had tried to force entry into the bar by rushing the bouncers and its doors. Outside the bar located on Wilmslow Road in Fallowfield, Clive had picked up a metal stanchion and used it as a ram to the window. Greater Manchester Police had conducted an investigation and they uncovered, regarding the blading, in January 24th of 2014, Clive's brother Trevor had actually placed calls to Clive and friends for backup following a disagreement. When Clive appeared at the scene, the victim had been bladed in the back twice and then booted in the face. The force of the boot put the victim to sleep, and as for the victim's friend, they were also bladed and then out. The victim also suffered a broken leg. Now in court, Clive Pinnock was described as a Jekyll and Hyde type character. The judge also said that the 2 incidents were equally serious, as someone could have died. Describing the scene, the judge says the victim looked up and could see the blade in your hand. It says that out of nowhere you started to growl like a dog. He turned to walk away and then you struck him from behind, twice in the back. Now Clive Pinnock was jailed for 11.5 years, and tragically his life was cut short when he had his motorbike collision in August of 2020. Condolences. Stay safe.